How's it going, everybody? It's Pete J for Pete underscore J on YouTube, Pete J Play on Twitch, back on Motorcycle Mechanics Simulator, which was MIA last week. But let me just give you a brief rundown of what happened. Last week I started the episode and I was working on this. This is one of the two bikes we picked up in the junkyard, and I thought what I wanted to do was start the episode by taking care of the engine and getting the engine up and running. And as I don't know, you can see it kind of is in pretty good shape because I got it done. I did get it done, and if we go to motorcycle maintenance, I think we may even be able to um, uh, cancel. Uh, if we go to I think we're in motorcycle maintenance, right? Um, no, we want to go to motorcycle maintenance. We're going to start the engine. And she runs, baby. She runs. But the problem was, um, through the first half of the episode, I had my microphone off. At some point, I did wind up getting some visitors to come to the door, and so I walked away from the bike for a while, and the episode just kind of went kind of haywire from there. But that's what we did last, and it was going to be I was going to do 20 minutes of working on this bike, 20 minutes back in the barn garage, because we do have a couple of uh, we do have a couple of um, work orders going over there that we got to finish up. And then so on and so forth. But again, it just kind of completely fell apart. So what we're going to do is we're going to start. We'll do about 30 minutes here in the garage. Try to get these two work orders done, and we'll get those turned back over to their owners. I think if we go to motorcycle management, yeah, we have. This is all right. So that's the Bopper, T-Bone, and Sporty. We only have three bikes. So these are in parking. All right, so these are two. These two are job orders, and then we have this bike and this bike, which are ours that we bought from the junkyard. And you can tell because it gives us the option to sell them. So we can sell the bobber, or we can sell the classy. But these two we can't because they're not ours. So we're going to go ahead and let's take a look at these and let's see if we can't get these handled and out. What was this one again? I forgot what this one was. Does anybody remember? Okay. We got to get the braking up to 58, the handling to 66, the suspension shock right seems to need to be replaced, and the rear wheel squeals. I'm sorry, I'm the rare, the rear wheel squeals while braking. Let's take a look at the brakes on the rear. Um, Actually, let's take a look at the motorcycle status. We've got to get the braking to 58. Right now it's at 48. We got to go up by 10. They're telling us there's a problem with the rear brakes. So let's see if we can't. Um, Maybe we can do a little something that will increase. What do we have here? We have a Hawk Modern brake caliper. Okay, so do we have an examination mode? Is there a 3 or something that I got to motorcycle status maintenance? I don't think there is. Oh, exam. Yeah, okay. I was going to say that's weird for them not to have an examination mode. Okay, brake. So those are the rear brakes. Rear brakes. What am I doing now? OBD. Wow. I had no idea about any of this stuff. There's obviously the suspension shock that's bust. What about this side? Compression tester. Wow, all of this stuff just pops up. I must have purchased it at some point, right? I mean that's the deal. Okay, so if we go back to cancel, can I go back to how do I go back to normal? Exit zoom, move camera, open menu, calibrate zoom, open tablet. I would like to go to okay, we just have to do that. So it is a modern brake caliper, if we add it, add remove to the shopping list, R, and then this is a classic disc brake, R. So now if we could go shopping, it's locked up actually right now, folks. So, okay, there we go. And we go to, I want to go to braking because I want to take a look. Well, we can click on it, and that's classic. So that's what they have. Is there, I want to see if there's anything else. Do we have brakes? All right, so we need a rear disc brake. They have a classic, which there's no upgrade for. Oh, they don't really have anything outside of classic. Well, that stunk, doesn't it? That stinks. All they have is the classic. So we need, I guess we're going to have to pick up a, we'll pick up a, well, first we should do that. Let's see, brake caliper rear. All right, so they have several. I think we have classic or modern. Let's go with the slick. I'm going to buy that slick. That's a +8. So if we go back to brakes and we buy some pads now, we want to go rear. We want to go slick. Yeah, let's get the slicks. That'll get us up to 13, right? All right, close that out and let's pull this. Am I in disassemble mode? Disassembly. Oh, we gotta. So I'm kind of digging it because I just picked up a new title. It's called Rally Mechanics Simulator. That's going to be on Thursday afternoons, and I think it's made by the same folk who make Motorcycle Mechanics Simulator. So a lot of the controls and things are very similar. So it is kind of nice. I'm going to remove this hold fast. And I'm hoping just by what we're doing here with the brakes, we'll be able to increase the 8. So let's go to assembly mode. 85%. Did I not? I didn't buy. That's right. Okay, so what we want to do is I want to escape out because what I don't want to do is this right now. I want to go to my repair bench, right? Let's get to the repair bench and press and hold. Oh, wasn't press and hold, it was that. All right, so I need that. I want that brake disc. I know it's at 85%, but I want to see if I can't. Sprocket wheel, rim front. Brake disc didn't make it? All right, never mind. Oh, that's why, because we got a brake lathe. See, I've forgotten everything that we have, right? We've got a brake lathe somewhere. There it is. So, brake lathe. And we have, we're looking for, that's 100%, 85. Why won't it accept, oh, because that's not the same, that's why. Again, I'm still getting used to, we got to look at these icons here. Those are the ones that let you know which parts are fit on what bikes. So each one of these little logos is means something. So we're going to go ahead and spin that. Kind of wish there was some audio with this. It seems like that's kind of a wasted opportunity, but we'll take the part. I guess it's at 100% now. And we'll rebuild the rear brakes on this puppy. Okay, that's all right. 100%. There you go. Now we're going to put our new brake pads on there, the slicks, because we want to get that increase in braking. Should I put that on there first or the whole? Oh, we're here. We're already here. Let's go ahead and put that back on. Now we can put the hold fast back on, and we got the colored in, so our braking upgrade does seem to have done the trick. We have reached our 58% braking. Let's rebuild the back end. 185. We're going to do that because I think the 100% parts are the parts I fixed. So, all right, let's take a look at the motorcycle status. We've gotten up to a 59, so we're actually one up, which isn't bad. That's not a bad deal. I'm not upset by that. This suspension shock needs to be. Let's see. Maybe we can rebuild it on the bench. New quest was added to my email. Okay. Let's go over to the bench and see if the suspension shock is on there. Add part. Yep. Oh, it's only a 5%. That's a hard one to believe, but 5%. It's going to cost us $52 to repair. Let's go ahead and spend that 52. And we should have it back. Let's go over here and hit the assembly mode. There we go. Ooh, I got a fancy for a hawk. I think that's off my bike, though. You didn't have a fancy. You had this one here. All right, suspension is done. Rear wheel squeals under braking. We've got that done, too, so we'll go up to the front. We got to deal with some braking issues. Not braking, handling. It's at 66. I mean, not 66. They wanted at 66. We're at 58, which means we need to add 8 to the handling. So if we go to shopping, right, and we can go to the all, and we want to go sort by. No, we don't want to go filter by handling. That's handling right there. Accept. So now it's going to give us all of the parts that will impact the handling for this bike. So we need, what did I say? 8. I think I said we needed 8. We need to go up 8. Tires, handlebars. That's a plus 6 on a fancy. We could do forks. I don't know if it's 3 each though. You know what I mean? So that would be 6, which still comes up short. But 6 and 6 would be 12 if we go with the fancies. And again, I don't think you get a 1-for-1. We'd have to let's tab out and let's take a look at these fork front legs. Those are fancies already. So when we go shopping, and we go all in, and we're still check marked. Okay. So those are fancies already. So when you come down here and you see these fancies and you're like, those are, it's already plus 6. So we got to go, that would give you maybe a plus 4, which would put you in for what, another plus 6 on the fan, but I don't know what kind of, oops, I didn't mean to do that. But I don't know what kind of handlebars we already have here. Classic. Those are classic handlebars. So let's pick up some handlebars. What do you say? What do you say we do that? All. That's good. We'll accept that. Let's see. The best modern is plus 3. Fancy's got a plus 6. Plus 8 for the slick. We can go epic plus 10. And that would take care of it. And it's slightly different. Let's do it. Let's bite the bullet. We're going to buy that for them. Again, my big thing is I'm not 100% sure how I should be evaluating these purchases. You know what I mean? All right, so we're going to disassemble this mirror, that mirror. Let's pull, I think we gotta pull, no, we gotta pull the handlebar lever, then the handle grip, handlebar lever, left grip. I'm gonna pull this handlebar. I'm gonna turn right around and we're, oh, no, we're gonna turn right around and we're gonna go handlebars. Epic. Epic! Like that pizza commercial. Alright, hand grip right, handlebar lever, 185. You'll get the 85 because, like I say, I think the hundos are mine. Left hand grip. Lever left. And mirror, okay. And as you can see, we got the blue check mark, so now if we go to motorcycle maintenance, oop, start the engine. All right, let's see how we did. Max speed is down to 43, but the handling is up to 66, which is what we needed. Braking's at 59, which is what we needed. Suspension shock, okay, we're done. I think we're done. So if we go to not this, but we go here. The other thing we do want to do though is we also want to turn this all clear. Otherwise, you know, it'll just keep showing you the stuff. So we're gonna go back. We're gonna go back. We're going to mail. All right, I had this issue before for some reason. It went to messages. Finish. All right. We got it. I'm not taking any new orders just yet. We're going to finish this one. What do we got? Air filter, exhaust connector, radiator pipe left, radiator pipe right. It says change. Performance decrease. Okay. Um, and it's a lot of fun because it's got all of this plastic stuff on it. Hey man, what do you got all this plastic stuff on there? All right. Disassemble. We have to get to the air filter to figure out what kind of an air filter. Actually, hold on. Motorcycle status, air filter. Okay, that just adds it to the cart. We can light it up. I'm gonna do that. So there's the air filter. Can I get to it? No, I can't. I really do have to get this plastic stuff off. Okay. I gotta take this off. Alright, can I get to it now? No, I still cannot get to it. Air filter cover. Is there a way to do anything here? I can't get this part off. Does that mean I have to remove the tank? I can't really get to it. It's like I say, it's buried in there. It's there, but I can't. I want to get to it. How do I get to it? I think I do. I think I have to removicate the fuel tank. In order to removicate the fuel tank, I have to drain it. All right, now I want to, no. I want to disassemble. Side crash protector. Okay. There's the air filter cover upper. Injector rail. Injector rail can't come out until I remove that part, which is... Oh my gosh. I mean, come on, man. These crazy bikes with all this plastic stuff. Okay, so we're moving that. We're going to remove this. We're going to remove this. All right, so I have to remove all of that to get that off. Okay, so there's a thing there. So this thing here, this fuel pump, fuel valve, I'm not sure, but there's another thing here that needs to come off. Fuel filter patrol. All right, so fuel filter cover is classic. Air filter. Did I already add that? Air filter, and that's classic. So if we go shopping, and we go up here, we're going to hit air filter. All they have is air filter classic. All right, let's tab out. Let's grab our exam tool. Yeah, that's bad. So if we pull it, don't think we can fix it. So we're just going to buy a new one and tab out. And now we'll go to assemble mode. We'll put the new one in. Cover goes on. Okay, so that's all they want. It's just for us. Parts have gotten old and they've worn down, and so they need to be replaced or fixed, I guess, too, right? We can try that. Let's try that. And put the tank back on, because the next thing we're going to work on is exhaust. Actually, let's work on the radiator. So before we go too nutty, let's there's our radiator. So that's what I'm talking about. We're going to go ahead and again always check it, but you can see that they're all red already. So it seems as though they come in already examined. So disassemble parts. We need the radiator pipe right, radiator fan right. It's got some screws to it. Okay. And that's the exhaust connector. We'll grab that before we get done. Okay, so we're going to do a radiator pipe left, radiator fan left. I don't think we're changing out the fans though, just the pipes and the radiator. Okay. Let's disconnect. Let's get over to the bench and see if we can't fix this radiator maybe. Oh, we can fix the filter. Okay. Boom, boom. We're going to accept those 4 parts. $249 to repair those. I'm just going to hold on to the air filter. We've already replaced that, but okay. So we're out, man. Go back. We'll rebuild this radiator system, or maybe we won't. Let's do disassembly, because once we put the radiator in, right now we got the exhaust connector, which is something we are going to have to take care of. But first we got to take the engine cover off. Okay. Now, and the exhaust pipe, which also needs to get repaired anyway, so we're going to be okay with that. Get through there and over here. And there's another bolt here. There you go. And now we should be able to get the exhaust connector. There you go. All right. I didn't mean to do that. We're going to escape. Well, let's go over to the bench. I think we should be able to fix the exhaust connector and hopefully the exhaust pipe. Yeah, exhaust connector, exhaust pipe. We'll accept those two parts. Another $323 to repair those two. All right, we're out. Now we're going to rebuild. Let's start with the exhaust stuff. Oh, wait, we still got to put all the fuel stuff back. Yeah, I forgot all about that. Fuel valve, fuel petrol filter can, the petrol filter we got to do too. Okay, so exhaust connector and then the exhaust pipe. We got two, both of them at 100%. There. All right, so that's good to go. I think we can put the cover back on the bottom here. All right. Another, I missed that one. All right, so now we've got the exhaust set up. Let's do the radiator. Hundo. Got the radiator pipe right. That gets put in there. Oh, should have put the fan on first. As you can see, the pipe is not yet, not yet. I still got the air filter lit up. I should do that. The fan back on. And then the pipe left. Okay, we're not done yet. We've got to get up here and we've got to put the fuel filter, media in, the cap on. All right. Fuel pump. Think that's okay. What we do is, in order to double check, well, first I want to do this. Get out of here. We want to go here. We want to turn off the light on the fuel filter. But then you look at the assembly levels at 96%. So, just look for anything that hasn't. I think we've got a lot of air filter cover, camshaft. Is there a way to test these? I thought there was a way to test those. Let's just keep putting stuff back on, I guess. I think we got everything now. Okay. All right, there's that. Oh, forgot this part here. Everything looks to me like it's looking pretty good. Over there on the left hand, our performance decrease, we've handled all that stuff, so it looks good. We just want to make sure we get everything bolted back on. We are going to have to also remember to refill the fuel tank. We emptied it in order to pull the fuel tank, but we're going to have to refill it again. So if we go to motorcycle maintenance, we can go back here, change fuel, and now we'll just refill it. It shows a shield up on the front, but we didn't take a shield off. So I'm not positive what that is. See up here? Same thing with, where's the handlebars? Oh, this is, you know why, because we're in, I was going to say, we're in motorcycle maintenance mode. Okay, so here's that. Everything is checked off. Let's go ahead and check the motorcycle status. Assembly level 100%, so everything has been put back on the bike. I think we can go now and go to, what was it? We got to disengage, I believe. Disengage. Then we can go to messages. And I think we can finish this bike up. There it is. Okay, so we did. We got these two done. We have some more, but I'm gonna, before I start accepting any new business. Ooh, is that me? Did I do that? I don't remember that being there before. Same thing over here. I've tried to be very clean. I don't have point. I'm not making a mess here. Is there a way to clean it up? Anyway, let's go to motorcycle maintenance because I'm trying to figure this out. I was here, and I thought what I would do is I would do all of my remodels and all of my junk at the Angelo Drive address, but I'm starting to think of switching that, and I'm gonna move that motorcycle here because I only want to do one. I only want to do one job at a time, but I'll work on both of these motorcycles. Okay, so if we hit tab, here's our two bikes that we picked up from the junkyard. Um, like I said, with this one, we got the motor upgraded. It looks good. It's very good. So I thought, let's take a look at the motorcycle maintenance for it. Status, motorcycle status. So with the front wheel, the rear wheel, what do we got in the way of? Everything's about 50%. Um, so let's try to goose the stats a little bit. We're going to go ahead and start to remove some of this gear lever. Did I replace that? The gear lever's in, yeah, it's 100%, so that's okay. Foot peg is good. Okay, so let's do the front suspension. So let's start by just pulling the entire front suspension and the handlebars. We'll see what we can fix. And maybe even start to plus some of this stuff so that we can, there's that, get the caliper off. So yeah, so the last time that's what I worked on the engine, the motor on this one, and like I say, it got to be a cacophony of errors. I just couldn't, constantly things happening, and I was like, I didn't know what in the heck was going on, but I did get the motor running, so I'm happy about that. We're gonna do some repair work here. We'll get this taken care of. And again, this one is, as you can see down there, it's got that little wing icon. Actually, might even take a look and see if we can't get away with maybe doing some upgrades with stuff we've already got, you know? This is where the inventory starts to come in handy. See what we have. Move the light bulb. Okay. Turn signal right, turn signal left. I think we gotta remove all this stuff first. Yeah, we even got the, may have to get another mirror for the other side. Okay. Top clamp. There it is. There it is. We've pulled the entire front suspension. We'll disengage now. Let's go over to the bench. Well, first of all, we've got to take apart the wheels, see if we can't fix that, that rim. All right, let's take her. Now we'll head over to the bench and we'll add parts. So rim front. Actually, before we just start doing that, we do want the turn signal classic. I don't think it does anything, right? Light cover fancy, hand grip right. Let's go. And if we go here, can I still add these toggles? Okay, so if we go L, L, nothing's happening. Nothing's toggling. Oh, it's on behind there, so. Alright, light bulb. Okay, what if we go shopping? And we're looking for Urban Night Shoppers. That's the logo there. Texas Riders, Punch Bikes, Cheyenne Rovers, Desert Eagle. So if you ever wonder, that's the type that's right there. We've got the, I think we got the Falcon, right? So what do we got? Anything good? Turn signal classic. Do they got anything outside of classic or? All right, let's do that. Handlebars. Classic. Hand grips don't seem to really improve anything, so we can fix the hand grips. Let's take a look. Let's get the, well, start with what we're going to start with, right? Let's go with the rim. Do we want a new rim and tire? Because that becomes the question. All right, I am confused right now. Tires. We're going to start with the tire and work our wheels. We're going to start with the wheels and work our way up. We need a rim. What do we want to go with? Rim front. They got awesome rims. What are the awesome rims? So we got classic. They don't give us anything. The awesome, oh, those are tires, Pete. The modern rims will give us a +5. We're at about in the 50s. Legendary is superior, both +10. So since the max we can get is a +10, why don't we go with the legendary fronts and rear tire? Okay. What about rims? Do we have rims? What do we got in the way of rims? You can get a +20, but that's 230. +10 for the fancy. A +5 for the modern. Let's see what we have in the way of a rim. What do we have in a rim? All right, so we'll select a part. We have a modern, which is a +5. We'll accept that. $84 for that. How about a tire? Does it have a tire? Tire front fancy. That's not for our bike though. I'm not sure where the tire went, but it doesn't seem to be here. Yeah. All right, let's take the brake disc over to the lathe. We'll see what we can do with it here. Fancy, fancy, fancy. Classic. 49%. Yeah. Classic. So I think we got our wheels. No, we didn't have a. We did have a rim. We got a rim, and we bought the tires. Okay. So what were we looking for? We were looking for brakes. We were looking for brakes. We wanted a front brake disc, classic. That's all they have is classic. So I'm not going to pay for another classic. I'll just go and get that one fixed. Sorry, folks. I know I'm going back and forth, but I don't want to jump in and just start spending a lot of cash when I don't need to. All right, I think that's okay. We can take the part now. Let's get our tire put together. I think we can do that. What does that mean? I don't. What do you mean? I got a rim, right? Where's my rim at? I may have to sell off a bunch of this stuff, really. Classic tire. You know what I should do? I should just filter it by bike. Falcon Hawk. Engine block lower cover. What? Wheels. Oh, I don't. How do I not have a rim? I thought for sure I had a rim. What happened to the rim that was on there? There was a rim on there, wasn't there? I took the wheel apart. No rim. It's weird. Oh. All right, I'm doing all the things wrong, folks. I don't know. I don't know. All right, so there's the rim front for the Hawk. And then we were going to go with the... We just bought this, right? There's Superior or there's Legendary. I can't... I think the Superior one was... I can't remember. I can't remember. I have so many wheels, though, I didn't realize. All right, so we're going to balance this tire here. Okay. Take the wheel. Here we go. Now we're going to 100% Superior, hold fast, front, classic. All right, so let's get the hold fast. I don't know if there are hold fast. No, they're the same. 37 classic. Front left, front right. We'll fix ours since, you know, there's no real impetus to buy new ones. Add parts. We want the hold fasts. That one. That one. Get those repaired up. Escape out. Let's get those hold fasts on there. 100%. Put the other one on this side here, although we need to disc brake front. I think there's only one disc brake, right? There's only one. We checked that out. So we're just going to go with this one. It was modern or classic. Let's hold fast. All right. Okay. There's that. Next thing, we get some brake pads. Let's look for some front brake pads in the, again, we've got brake pads up to +6. Let's go +3. Those are rears. Brake pad front right and front left. Those are +2s. What else do we have? They don't have any front. There you go. That's a +6 for the slicks. +4 for the fancies. And then we also have modern, which is +2. Let's go with the +4s. Alright, I did purchase that. So well, there we go. Alright, so we're plussing it as we go. Building the front end. Front left is 100%. Oh, you know what? I didn't realize that, but they had fancies on the front. Let's detach and let's just see. Maybe we can get our money back. I doubt it, but... No brake pads. Alright, so we need a caliper. Can I don't think I can. Brake caliper for the front. Anything good? Anything good? Come on, man. No. Brake caliper for the front. What do we got? We got a front brake caliper fancy. +4 in braking. And we got a brake caliper rear, which is a modern, but that's not for us. We're going to go with the fancy and we'll get it repaired. So let's escape out. Add parts. We're going with the fancy brake caliper. We'll accept that. It's going to cost us $23 to fix. Escape out. Let's go back to our assembled mode. We're going to put that new fancy caliper back on there. Get a +4 for that. Okay, so top clamp. What are we looking at in the top clamp department? Top clamp filter by the Falcon. By the Falcon. Right, it won't let me. For some reason, it's not letting me. Salmon mode. Shop. Clear. Clear. What was I looking for? Top clamp. That's what I'm looking for. Top clamp. Let's just go to all. Top clamp. All right, top clamps for the Falcon. We've got the classic. We've got the modern. Neither one of them, none of these actually give you a bump in anything. There's no stats impact. So we'll stick with the one we have then. We just need to fix it. So here we are. Table, add part. We need top clamp. Top clamp. There it is. What's a classic? So it's not horrible. Grab that. Accept. $36 to repair. And we escape out. We'll put that in there. Assemble mode. And we're going to get this top clamp. Now that's fixed 100%. There you go. And let's get a couple of forks. If we take a look at the forks we have, let's disengage. The forks we have are what? Classic. No stats impact. So we've got classic forks. Let's go to shop, and we're going to go to forks. Oops. Okay, they had classic. If we get, again, we'll do improve handling. If we go up to modern, we get a +3, fancy +6, slick is +10. +3 or +6. 390 versus 364. Let's go with these, I guess. Again, we are just selling the bike. It's not going to be. It's not going to be our bike. So we don't want to shoot the. Part is not compatible. Why is it not compatible? Oh, because of the top clamp. That's why. Top clamp is not a modern. It's a classic. So we either have to change the top clamp, or we have to repair. We'll just repair the forks, I guess. Wait, how much is a top clamp? We went modern, right? Modern. So if we go top clamp, the modern is 107. Let's just get it. Let's just get it. I think it's better than eating $600 for forks. All right, disassemble mode. Here we go. We're going to disassemble you, which is a classic, and we're going with a modern, right? Modern. There we go. Now we can put our modern forks on there. Get the bump. We get a little bit of a bump, see? How about axle front? That is a classic. Axle front, you got classic, classic, or classic. Okay, so we'll just repair the one we have. All right, axle front. Clutch roller. Where's my axle front? I know I had one. Axle front. I hear you, I hear you. Axle front, there it is. We're going to accept that. $15 repair. And we're going to take this, once we get this one all done up, we're going to take it to the auction. I have never seen it before. I've never experienced it, so I'm looking forward to brake clamping. Okay, we're going to fix that. I've never experienced that, so I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, we're going to make sure we get this to the auction, and hopefully we'll pick up quite a bit of cash for it. $10 to fix this. All right. We're going to get to assembly mode. Doesn't look like that's lined up though. Looks like that missed. All right, so we got the fender front and the turn signals. Let's go ahead and fix those. Add that part. We're going to do that turn signal. I'm going to add the other turn signal. Where's the other turn signal? Fender front. Where's turn signal right? Did I miss it? There it is. Okay. Accept. So we've got $114 worth of repairs on these. go ahead and throw these parts back on. Let's see, what did we do? We did assemble mode. We did turn signal left, turn signal right, and we did fender front. 100%. 100%. They're both purple. Previously mounted. Oh, I'm looking at previously. So this is the one, the classic. This one doesn't have paint. Okay, so we're going with that one because this is. All right. So I think we did well. We got 2 jobs done. We've rebuilt the front. Let's take a look at handlebars. All right, handlebars for our. What do you got? What do you got? Classic, no improvement. Handlebar, modern gives us a +3. Fancy gives us a +6. Slick a +8, and Epic gives us a +10. So let's. I usually what I do is I take out the top and the bottom. So classic and fancy, classic and Epic are out. It gives us 3. We'll go with fancy. Although I should have taken a look to see what we have. In our inventory already, because we may have had a fancy, right? I don't think we did, but let's take a look for handlebars were classics. Okay, so I don't feel like we missed out. We got the better, although you know what we're going to do? I keep forgetting this too, is I think you've run into an issue because of the top clamp. No, we didn't. Okay, very good. Very good, okay. And how about, hand grips, right? Hand grip. I don't know if you get, oh, excuse me for a second. All right, I don't know if you get a bump for hand grips or not. They have different types. That's for sure. But I think what we'll do is what kind of handlebar do we got? We got fancy. So let's get fancy hand grips. Just to avoid any sort of fancy hand grips. 123 bucks. Holy cow, that's why you don't get fancy hand grips right there. Fancy. Handlebar lever right, classic. These are paintable? That's weird. We'll just go with what we got since it's at 100%. What about left? Left is a fancy at 100%. I just had those sitting around. Mirror right, mirror left. Let's get the mirror. It's classic. I don't think we had one on the right though, so we may have to buy one. All right, mirror left and mirror right. What do we got? What do we got? We got mirror right. We're gonna accept that. $36 to repair that. We don't have a mirror left, do we? No, we don't. Okay. So back up here, we're going to go back to assembly mode. And again, we were on mirror right classic. So shop, we need another mirror left classic. There we go. Okay. And now we've got this front light, and I think then we'll have the front buttoned up. It's a fancy light, but it needs to get repaired. So let's go ahead and repair the light. Repair the front light and the glass and the light bulb. Is there any, let's accept those. Add to, no, I didn't want to do that. Pete. Had them. Oh, there they are. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and repair them. It's going to cost us $84 for the light, but then we're done, I think. We got the front end taken care of, and then when we come back, we just got to take care of that back end, and then we could take it over to the auction. Front light at 100%. Bulb, 100%. All right, I want to just take a look and see if they have light bulbs. Are there other light bulbs? Ligh. All right, so there's that. There's only one light bulb. Okay. Tab out. Let's take a look at the motorcycle status. Front wheel 100%. The engine's 100%. Front suspension is at 100%. The handlebars, the accessories, the electronics, the tank, and the exhaust. Okay. Very cool. How much is it worth? $12,602. Okay. Assembly level 97%. Health is 93%. Again, next time, what we're going to do is we will finish this one off, and we will get the rear end taken care of, and at that point, we'll be ready to rock and roll. Take it out on test drive, and then we will see how she does. We should bring in some more good times, Miss Trout at angelomail.com. Good old times. I used to go crazy on this baby back in the day, and I'd like to get it back to it. Could you look at her pipes before I hit the road? Brake clamp, rear brake drum, front, fork spring handling. Yes, bring it in. Oh, can I not? Because I don't have barn garage, Angelo Drive. I don't know what you want me to do here. Is it because I'm in the barn and I don't have any space? Let's go to Angelo Drive then and see if I can't pick up this job. I think that's a story mission. Use the mouse wheel, scroll wheel, and Q and E. Oh, I didn't see that said. I will read it when I edit. I'm just going to see if we can't pick up at least one job here, and then I'm going to let y'all go because this is we'll call this an episode. There we go. Now we can accept. Yeah. So in other words, I didn't have an open spot in that garage. So maybe what I'll do is when I'm not working on my bikes, I will move them back, or at least move the Chizuki. I'm working on the Bobber 1453, but I can move the Chizuki into a space here so it's not taking up anything. There we go. And we got the Red Tiger. Okay. So we're going to call that an episode, folks. Thanks for joining me. Oh, it's a scooter. Cool. It's a double-seater. So come on back next time. We got the scooter to work on. And until I talk to you, be safe, be well, be good, and be back here next time. Oh, and just, if you enjoy the videos, a like would be appreciated. Subscribe to get more videos. I have a ton of simulation games. So if you like simulation games, you got everything from Car Mechanic Simulator to Rally Mechanic Simulator to Euro Truck Simulator to baseball's coming up. So everything and anything under the sun we're throwing at you. So hopefully you'll find some stuff you like. Subscribe to the channel and you'll see when those videos come up. If you hit the follow button, which again, greatly appreciated, YouTube will go ahead and let you know when I drop a new video, which I try to do on a daily basis. So until I see you, be safe, be well, be good. Be back here next time and we'll talk soon. All right. Bye-bye.